Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women, children of all ages, birdsonline.com and youtube.com/Enigma2Game proudly presents to you the greatest faction since the nation of domination at Original King D, at Broski Taiwan, at Dom_Moon. We are Powerbomb Jutsu.
I'm scrolling through Reddit, like, what can I cover from wrestling in Reddit? That's where I get all my stuff from.
Yeah, but I read some report online though that Christian's going to probably leave the WWE after his contract is up.
Yeah, I don't blame him if he did. I think he's getting old, and he's probably tired of the creative has nothing for you. It's like he's basically just hanging around now for no reason.
Yeah, one more big match, pretty much.
Yeah. So I'm reading something on Reddit. It says Booker T says he never had to overcome race to get to the top in wrestling. So what do you think about that?
I don't know, because that storyline with Triple H was pretty racist, and he didn't ever overcome nothing.
Yeah, I read that and I instantly said, man, Booker T is bullshitting on that. Triple H buried him for like a month straight. Stopped just short of calling him a jigaboo. Like
he hit him with all his finisher moves at WrestleMania, and Triple H kicking out, and Triple H pedigreed him one time, and it was over with.
Booker T never had. Didn't Vince McMahon call him a nigga on TV too? Like
TV, and nobody said nothing about that. It was just swept underneath the rug.
Booker T got a good job. He's like, I don't want to lose this job, so let me say everything is cool.
And then before he went to TNA, remember when Triple H buried him again at SummerSlam?
Booker T might not have to overcome race. I think he just had to overcome Triple H and Vince.
Yeah, there was a racist in WCW though, but Vince is clearly racist.
Yeah. That's why Kofi Kingston can't get a push. You think CM Punk would help his best friend Kofi out for a while, you know? Rolled together all these times. Think CM Punk would help Kofi get a push. They rode together on the road all the time. It's like, you think CM Punk will help Kofi get a push since they ride on the road together, or at least until CM Punk disappeared anyway?
So when you think CM Punk's coming back?
I don't think he is. I don't think he's coming back.
I don't know, man. He might come before WrestleMania, but who knows?
I don't think anybody in the back actually wants him back. He pretty much did an asshole thing. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave right before the show. That was just an asshole thing. He kind of fucked up for everybody. So.
Yeah, you better get back there, or his ass will get sued for breach of contract.
Oh, especially if he shows up in TNA like people keep thinking.
I think he show up at Ring of Honor before he shows up at TNA.
Ring of Honor has too much stuff on their roster anyway. I mean, nobody wants to see CM Punk come in, become champion first night there, hold the championship belt for the next 3 years or whatever.
And he's gonna leave Ring of Honor and go back to WWE.
Like everybody else does.
Lose the title match like that last night and then jump ship.
Yo, I hate that so much. Ring of Honor gotta stop doing that. Everybody knows it's last night there. Lose the title belt. Oh, guess I gotta retire. Never come back to Ring of Honor. It's like, whatever. You'll be back as soon as you get released.
And the whole, the whole roster come off the end and start clapping and stuff. While the
some confetti
and crying in the ring and all that shit.
Everybody sees the shit come same every week.
But CM Punk was smart about it though when he signed this contract though when he left to WWE.
What do you do?
Like he signed it on TV and he dragged it along to like almost like the last end when he had the match with.
Okay, yeah, okay. I thought you were talking. Yeah, but nah, that was dumb. Like it was good for TV and everything, but like I don't know. It let everybody like it showed too much reality. Like now everybody knows CM Punk's an asshole. It's like for that brief moment we cheered for him. Now it's like, all right, I've realized you're an asshole. I don't. It's like I can't cheer for you anymore, CM Punk. CM Punk could turn water into wine on TV. I'd be like, man, fuck this dude. He think he's Jesus now. Like,
And he's a good wrestler though, but he's a crybaby too.
yeah, that's why.
Same with Randy Orton though. He's a crybaby too. Like it was nothing going Randy Orton's way, he'd cry and fuss about it.
Yo, but at least Randy Orton doesn't walk out right before TV. Like, all right, about to go live. Randy Orton doesn't say, man, fuck this, I'm going home. Like,
It could be worse though. He could be on like drugs on live TV, on live pay per view like Jeff Hardy did a couple years ago.
true. Man, I try to forget that match with Sting. Sting was not having that shit. Sting came out, it's like, man, fuck you, Jeff. Catch this drop. Count the pinfall, ref. Like,
Yeah, I watched that. The match lasted like 45 seconds. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
exactly. Like, damn, Sting won that one quick. Like, what the fuck? Like, what just happened?
I'm like, Sting's over like that. In the back, he just wins in 40 seconds.
Man, things always be worse, I guess. Could always Crispin Wallet. It's like, man, Chris just won on pay-per-view. Where is he? I don't know. Anybody spoke to Chris? Nah, I ain't spoke to Chris. Somebody go to his house. Wasn't Vince supposed to be dead at that time too? He had to come on TV. He's like, yeah, Chris Benoit is dead.
I'm like, wait a minute, you just revived from the dead because like the car blew up and shit, and man just got whisked back Dragon Balls or something that came back to life.
Chris Benoit died so Vince McMahon could live.
Oh man, like speaking of Chris Benoit on WWE.com, they was like counting down like the top 10 Elimination Chamber matches,
Yeah.
and like number 1 was the very first one, but they didn't have Chris Benoit's name in it. Only had like 5 people in the chamber, and I'm like, that's messed.
It's like, nah, that they just blur his face out. Like, nah, that's just a blur. I don't know. That's not a person. I don't know.
Because clearly Chris Benoit dove off the top, and he headbutted like Triple H, and it doesn't mention none of that in the article. They just mention like RVD jumping on like Triple H's neck and all that good stuff.
Yo, but I heard they were actually gonna like show him on the WWE network.
Yeah, but they're gonna have like a
So-
little warning before they show him.
I'm cool with that.
Like, viewers, discretion is advised. We're showing Chris Benoit tonight. Chris Benoit is a good person, but his personal actions doesn't reflect the wrestler in the ring.
True. Like, I guess. It's like British Bulldog. Like, I love the guy, but I heard he used to put a gun to his wife's head to wake her up, and then like pull the trigger. And it's like, next time it might be loaded. It's like, man, that's an asshole move.
What?
Like, I would not want to wake up like that every morning. It's like, is it loaded this time? Damn.
Oh man, these wrestlers are crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like Stone Cold beats his wife, man. And nobody says nothing about that.
Yeah, I was listening to him on Cole Cabana's podcast the other day. I was like, oh no, he's a humble guy. He sure did slide past that wife beating though. He's like, there's nobody in the house, just me, my wife, and the dogs. It's like, do you hit her? Like, what do you do? He was slick about it. He said he doesn't like to spend money, but what? He's got 2 ex-wives. He probably got a good amount of his money.
Yeah. Flair got the most ex-wives though. Flair got like 4.
How many does Jerry Lawler have? Like,
I think he got 3. Cause he got The one chick he had the kids by. Then he had the one ex-wife, the cat. Remember her?
Yeah, I remember.
And he was so pussy whipped, and he left the company because of her.
Yo, I keep hearing something about Jerry Lawler and a teenage girl. Like, what's up with that?
And he got another chick now. She's like 23, 24 now.
Man, Jerry just be going at these young girls. You gotta chill, dog.
Man, it's legal in the South, man. Think about it. It's Memphis.
Memphis back in the 80s or whatever.
Yeah, anything goes, man. Wait, no, he won that Memphis belt like about 60 times.
Man, it was his promotion. When he was made, even Vince was the WWE champion. Like,
True, but like Jerry Lawler at least won the Memphis Heavyweight Championship like 60 times, from like 1970 or whatever until like 2008.
man, sometimes it's hard for me to like Jerry Lawler. Like, he does so much random shit. It's like, I'm gonna book myself as a championship. I'm gonna be the champion for the next 60 times. Like, then I'm gonna go out, fuck 15-year-old girls. Like, Jerry Lawler gotta chill.
I don't know when he had a heart attack. I know what's it called. New Jack went in on him on Twitter, man. Talk about Jerry Lawler was racist and shit, and that's what he gets. And I hope that motherfucker dies. And a whole bunch of crazy shit. I'm like, New Jack is crazy.
Man, New Jack gotta chill. Like, he just say whatever the fuck he feel like.
Yeah, you know him and Brian Knobs got into a fight before.
Oh, word? What they fight over? Like,
I don't know, like I was like on YouTube a couple of days ago, like this board looking at New Jack promos and like New Jack versus Brian Knobs, and New Jack was telling the story about like how he was like backstage and he went up to him, and then Knobs said like, oh, like try like what's it called, like scound him and like bury him in front of like a whole bunch of young talent, and so New Jack got up and pushed him in the face and started whooping his ass.
man, New Jack, like, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to deal with New Jack. Like, that nigga's crazy. Like, there's no other way to put it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think there's ever been a person like crazier than New Jack. Like,
Nah, he's the most craziest person in wrestling. Yeah, like guns in the locker room, doing cocaine on live TV, stabbing people. He beat an old person up, like wild shit.
man, but who hasn't beaten an old person up?
You should have Gypsy Joe for not selling, which is the bad part.
Yo, I saw that the other day. He beat the fuck out of Gypsy Joe. Like, that wasn't even cool. Like, at certain points, like, man, maybe Gypsy Joe should have sold something. Then it's like, man, he just beating the fuck out of an old man for fun now.
Like he was throwing them chairs at him and hitting them with like a fucking toy airplane, and he hit him with that metal bat like 3 times in the head.
It's like, New Jack out there having fun beating up old people and shit. Like,
And the bad part about the match was it was a no disqualification, anything goes match, and they rung the bell, and Gypsy Jones won because it was like unnecessary roughness, and I'm like, well, what the hell? He got some of these old promos from like the 90s when he was in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, talking about like O.J. Simpson and shit.
yo, I've been trying to find that one. Man, New Jack is crazy. You have like an episode of the podcast dedicated to just New Jack shit.
Oh yeah, all the crazy shit New Jack did.
Yeah.
His gunfight in the locker room.
Gilbert Arenas and shit.
I'm like, oh man, who carries a gun to a locker room? New Jack.
Nah. Like, that's just fucked up. It's like, oh, I'm not going over tonight? Okay. Look like you ain't going home.
Oh man, like, oh, I'm doing booking tonight. No, you're
Exactly. It's like, I'm winning the championship. It's your last night. I don't give a fuck. I got the gun. Let's go have a good show, everybody.
and I'm not selling no moves. What? He heard me.
New Jack out there taking pedigrees, getting right back up. It's like, I don't know what you thought this shit was. That's probably why he never would make it in WWE. Like, I feel like New Jack's like, man, I'm not fucking with this shit. It's like I'm supposed to lose to who? Triple H? Nah, it's not going down like that.
He probably whooped Triple H's ass, and Triple H like, call the cops, buddy.
It's like, I don't care. Like, New Jack is, man, it's nobody crazier than him.
What's his name? What's it called? The Butcher? Allah the Butcher? The big fat dude with the stars on his face? He's pretty crazy.
Giving everybody hepatitis C and shit.
Yeah, you ever seen that? Like, the documentary about that? That's crazy.
Yeah. Here, let me cut you open real quick, dog. I don't trust you, dog. Got all them scars and shit on your head. Nah, it's cool. I'm straight. Go to the doctor. What you mean I got hepatitis?
Yeah, my brother showed me that. Shout out to my brother. He's told me, like, hey, watch this documentary. I'm like, alright.
Your brother that shot me in the head, Grand Theft Auto?
Yep, that one. And he like, watch this documentary. So I'm watching. I'm like, wait a minute, this dude just really bladed him, and then he bladed himself, and he bladed him again. I'm like, well, that shit's unsafe.
Man.
Yeah, them old wrestlers back in the day was they were disgusting, man.
Man. Yeah, they were disgusting. Especially Tommy. I don't know. Do you ever see it? Tommy Dreamer, like when Kurt Angle had the milk truck, he brought it down to the ring and he sprayed everybody. Deborah dropped those cookies and shit. Did you ever notice Tommy Dreamer started eating those fucking cookies off the ground? It's like, man, what the fuck is going on, Tommy?
I've never seen that.
It's like, was it that serious, Tommy?
Man, that ring is disgusting, and this nigga eating shit off the floor.
Yep.
Man, I seen Kurt Angle one time spit in the ring on live TV, and just wiped the spit with his he rubbed the spit in with his wrestling boots.
They just don't give a fuck sometimes.
Nah, if I would nigga get like staph infection and shit.
Could be worse. Doesn't the Xbox have hepatitis C too? Like.
You said X-Pac?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got that from in Mexico when he tried to hang himself with some dirty rope.
Where? Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Like, he was depressed about like his one chick or whatever when he's in Mexico wrestling, and so he tried to kill himself. He like took a whole bunch of pills and he hung himself, and the rope was dirty and it cut his neck and gave himself hepatitis. And then I think it was like X-Pac and Scott Hall found him hanging. And then Triple H, they called Triple H, and Triple H sent him to rehab.
Man, I hope he wasn't depressed over China. Like, that is not a chick to be depressed about.
Yeah. I'm like, man, that's disgusting too, because think about it. Triple H had China first, banging her, and then he dropped her for Stephanie McMahon, and then X-Pac got a sloppy seconds and started hitting that.
Man. What is China doing with her life now? Like,
I heard she's a teacher now. She did porn, but now she's a teacher in China.
Like, who the hell would let her teach? Kids come into class. Oh, your teacher. Saw your porno last night. Them titties is nice. Them titties is nice, teacher. Gonna hit me with a. You gonna let me hit you with a power driver or not? Like you can't go from doing porn to teaching because motherfuckers will find out. Like,
yeah, or you might have to teach like somewhere like Africa or somewhere like that, where like in a village where like they don't got no cable or nothing.
Somewhere nobody ever heard you and shit.
Okay, why the hell is RVD not in wrestling right now either? That's kind of weird.
I think it's in his contract. I think he gets breaks and shit, sort of like Brock.
Like, is it up? Or like he's discussing this deal with Triple H?
Probably. They need to stop doing those contracts. They suck. It's not cool to like come in for a few months and it's like, all right, I'm done. See you motherfuckers in 6 months. Like, I think Jericho works like that now.
Rock's on that one.
Man, Brock's not coming back for a year. Fuck his contract.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar's on that contract too.
Undertaker comes in once a year for WrestleMania.
Well, he deserved it though.
Yeah, he's earned it.
Like RVD, you're not that established enough to like come back and feel like leave and stuff.
I don't know. Like, he's not as big as Undertaker, but RVD's pretty big.
He got a big fan base. I'm an RVD fan, but I'm like, stay on TV more.
Man, you don't know how pissed off I was when RVD was ECW champion and WWE champion. And he got caught smoking weed with Sabu by the police. Like, RVD, you fucked up your career for this. Like, why you do this, RVD? Asshole, man, you fucked up.
And like, he finally reached like the top, and then he just fucked up and went back to the mid Carter.
Exactly, permanently.
Yeah, and that's crazy part. He got caught in Ohio though too. Him and Sabu.
You snitch on him? I miss ECW. Like, fuck NXT. They should put ECW back on TV. Like,
They came out back. They had ECW back on TV.
if they do, it'll probably be on WWE Network. Like,
Yeah. I heard on the WWE Network now they're gonna come up with like a cruiserweight show.
who would be on it though?
They're trying to like sign like smaller guys too, and stuff to have like a separate show with like this featuring like small guys who can like flip and do all that crazy shit.
Man, they don't really like signing small guys. So if it turns out to just be Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara for an hour every fucking week, it's like, man, I don't care.
Shit, they can sign like Alex Shelley. He's still available on the market. He could still move.
Man, you think Alex Shelley is available on the market, but he's actually injured right now.
Really, I know last time I seen him, he's in Japan wrestling.
Yeah, he got injured in his second match.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Alex Shelley stay getting injured for like no reason.
Well, they still got thingy Tyson Kidd though. He's ready.
Tyson Kidd should have been WWE champion by now.
Yeah, who else?
I said it.
And I got what's the Mexican Canadian wrestler El Generico.
Man, I can't stand El Generico.
They got him now. His name is like Zimmy Island or something, or Zimmy Zane or something.
Sami Zayn?
Yeah, like he's pretty good. They can bring him up for the show.
Corey Graves? Oh no. Just got back from injury though. I don't know.
Yeah, they can do it. They can sign Psychosis, but he can work for cheap.
Oh, so you just looking for cheap guys, huh?
I heard they're trying to sign that one dude from Japan, Prince Daviet.
Man, I keep hearing all this stuff, but they never actually like sign these dudes. It's kind of pissing me off. It's like, check out this guy we might sign, but we're not gonna actually do it. Like, I don't know.
And they had that one Chinese wrestler, like Kente or whatever. He was at the Performance Center for like the last 2 weeks, and he went back to Japan.
That quick? Like, you just said fuck it?
Yeah, he just went there to work out for a little bit and stuff, and then feel the WWE lifestyle, and he just went back to Japan.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't like the WWE lifestyle that much. Always traveling. Half the time, you're not even on the fucking card. Like, is JTG, does he have to travel, or can he just stay home? Like,
I think he travels. I think he just be backstage.
he's got to be doing something else backstage, because I know he's not just sitting around backstage like, damn, I wish I could get a match. He's got to be training or doing something.
You probably work at the performance center as a trainer or something.
Maybe. I'd like to see him train tag teams though.
Man, ain't enough tag teams to train now.
Man, they got plenty of tag teams. They just don't use them right. Like, they broke up the primetime players. That was dumb.
Yep, and now both of them is going to be like stuck at the mid card or
Forever. Oh, no, they're not. Because Darren Young, I'm gonna sound like an asshole here, but Darren Young's gay, and they milked that shit for like a month straight. And you think they won't do it again, but they will. Look at Darren Young. He's the first gay and the first black WWE champion.
Man, I wouldn't stand it. I would quit watching wrestling.
Look at WWE. We're a model for diversity. They will milk the fuck out of Darren Young. That's probably why they split him up. It's like,
Man, that's true though too. Like, cause like when not Chris Benoit, but Eddie Guerrero when he died, they milked about Eddie Guerrero's death and Rey Mysterio winning because Eddie Guerrero was dead.
yo, not just Rey Mysterio, Batista, and Chavo. He's like, we gonna milk all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like they milk Chris Benoit too, and then it's like, oh, he killed his family. Oh, we should stop milking this shit.
Just believe in the history books.
It's like, check out these Chris Benoit trivia shows. Oh, forget them trivia shows, dog.
Yeah. And I heard that's why Vicky Guerrero's wrestling right now to finish off Eddie Guerrero's contract.
Man, I don't think Eddie's contract would have been that long though. Like, what year did Eddie die? Like,
He died in 2003 or 4.
2005. Looked it up. I don't think his contract ran into 2014. That's damn near a 10-year contract. Like, that's 9 years. Like,
Some wrestlers be doing that, man.
who? Nah.
I can't think of no wrestlers right now, but
I don't know. Maybe somebody like John Cena or something. But,
I don't know, man. But he loved the business though too. Eddie Guerrero, he was passionate about wrestling.
yeah, so was Chavo. Speaking of Chavo, don't you think it's weird he lost Feast or Fired? And they fired him on TV. But they still haven't actually fired him? Like, he's still doing promotion for TNA and shit? Like, does it really count as him being fired? Or is he just getting a vacation? Like, what is that?
I think he's got a vacation. Is wrestling like little cheap indie shows.
Yep. It's like, alright, Chavo, we're not going to really fire you. Go to these little indie shows. Do some interviews for TNA.
Like, hey, child, we have nothing for you to offer you right now, so just go home.
So take this vacation.
Pretty much, JTG got the same thing. Just go home. We pay you.
We don't want anybody else to have you. So we'll pay you to stay home.
Like, Ezekiel Jackson to stay home.
No, fuck that. Ezekiel Jackson is injured. And I don't know how the fuck he keeps injuring himself. It's like he injures himself, gets surgery. He's like, shit, I'm injured again. Like, I don't know how the fuck that keeps happening. He's got to stop that shit.
So where the hell is David Otunga at?
David Otunga's getting that money. That's where he's at.
Yeah, like I don't know. Is he still employed by WWE or what's going on with his contract? I don't know.
David Otunga now works as a lawyer for WWE. He's also a personal trainer. I think he's doing some workout DVDs or something. He's getting that money. He ain't wrestling no more though, ever again. Like, I don't know. I feel bad because I voted for David Otunga on NXT. I was young and dumb. But you know what? That first NXT came down to that fan vote. Justin Gabriel, Wade Barrett, or David Otunga. And now they're all irrelevant. It's fucked up.
That's true.
Fans voted, and they chose those three. And it's like WWE said, you know what? Fuck those guys. We're gonna tell you who to like. Skip Sheffield, aka Ryback.
And then they had a big black dude too. The other dude, what was his name? Something.
Michael Tarver, yeah.
He was nice until he got hurt.
Man, I don't know. He's doing something. I saw his name. He was doing something the other day. Something being irrelevant and shit.
I think Dan Brown was in my class too, right? And got fired because he like choked.
he choked. He choked Justin Roberts with that tie. He's like, that shit was hilarious.
And I'm like, really? You gonna fire him because of that?
Yo, but he knew it was PG, so he went out there and choked that nigga with a tie. Oh, that shit was funny, dog.
And then like Triple H just goes inside Randy Orton's house and then throws a sledgehammer at him and misses and like throws him out the window. But Dan Brown gets fired for choking someone with a tie. Like I've never got that.
Man, they tried to make an example out of Daniel Bryan. Like, they knew people loved him from the indies and shit. It's like, oh, you think you're irreplaceable? Watch this. You fired, motherfucker. And then they didn't have a choice but to bring him back. Now look at him.
This doesn't make sense, man. WWE's are countless fires.
That should be another special show. Pointless firings.
Like, if somebody else got fired like that too, I can't think of it.
Shad and JTG. Because, they were, who the fuck were they fighting? They were fighting Cade and Murdoch at a house show. And they were supposed to win. But Cade and Murdoch's like, no, ref, you gonna do this fast count. And so it's like 30 seconds in, JTG is rolled up and the ref counts at 3, like, instantly. Cade and Murdoch take off. JTG and Shad's like, fuck this. We gonna hit this referee with a G9. And the crowd goes wild. Then they sell the referee's belt and shit.
Yeah, I kind of remember that now.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, y'all fired for hitting that referee. Motherfuckers like, nah, you gonna bring them back, dog. 3 minutes later, they were back. That's probably why they never got that title shot.
Yeah, that was it right there. That was Neville McCoffin for their career.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess it says something that they were popular enough that people are like, no, you gotta bring them back.
Yeah, like it wasn't that popular to win tag team titles, Vince eyes.
True. And black people don't sit well in Vince's eyes.
Man, they don't, man. Just look at Junkyard Dog.
Man.
Look at Virgil. Look at all the black people like Vince did dirty.
Man, the only black person Vince McMahon ever liked was Road Dogg. Road Dogg's not even black, but they just gave him that black man's gimmick. Coming out there every week, see if we can make some noise in this B.I.H. Like he was Snoop Dogg and shit. It's like, that's all. If Vince didn't even like him that much because he fired his ass too. It's like, I don't know. I'd say, man, maybe when Vince retires, we'll get a black champion. Now it's like, man, Triple H is going to be in charge. That'll never happen.
Yeah. Triple H don't like the people he likes.
It's going to be all his buddies winning championships.
Yeah, and if you're not like a certain weight class, you're not winning the title in Triple H eyes.
Exactly. Hey, X-Pac, I know you're like 60 now, but you were never WWE champion, right? Like,
hey, Scott Hall, I'm gonna bring you up for like your last run.
I heard you're sober now. Time for Razor Ramon to come back. Mm-hmm. Shawn Michaels be the only ones like, nah, I'm not doing this shit. I'm too old for this.
Like, hey, Razor, bring your son up too, so you can, have him.
Have you ever? I've never actually seen Cody wrestle though.
Cody Hall?
Yeah.
I don't like him. Like, he tried to come out and act like his dad, but he doesn't have like the charisma.
Man, Scott didn't have any charisma either.
What? Hall was dripping with charisma, man.
Nah.
Scott Hall was cool as shit, man. He's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Really?
Yes, man. He throw the toothpick, hey yo.
Okay. Well, we just gotta move on then, because I wasn't a fan of Scott Hall.
But his son comes out with like his same outfits on and stuff, and kind of walk slow and do all the Scott Hall like antics, and it just doesn't sit well with me. Like, dude, you're like 6'8", but you have blonde skinhead shaved head.
Looking like Gene Snitsky.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Razor Ramon. Like, this shit's stupid.
Hmm.
You know, Vader got a son too that wrestles with him.
Who?
Vader.
Really? His son too?
Yeah, his son was like actually they was like in Japan wrestling tag team matches. And then WWE signed him like a couple years ago and then released him.
WWE's good at that shit.
Like they dropped the ball with what's his face, David Hart Smith.
Yo, they should have fired his ass sooner though.
I like them, man. Dropped the ball with Teddy Hart too, but he fired himself though. He had two or three contracts with WWE and ruined both of them.
Yeah. Some people just fire themselves. Sabu fired himself. All the ECW dudes fired themselves. Sandman fired himself.
Yeah, them guys know how to act. That's why they used the Paul Heyman locker room. We can do anything: cocaine, drugs, and
Cocaine, hookers, all that shit. It's all good with Paul Heyman.
yeah, we get the established locker room. You know, it's like you have to follow rules, and them old guys know how to follow rules.